Avengers versus Aliens is making its big return. I can't believe it's only issue 3. I feel like this book has been coming out forever now. But we've got that and Ultimate Wolverine bolstering what is a strong week for Marvel, but also for the rest of the industry. Here's the docket that we have for you guys for Pals Pulls this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be talking about Avengers vs. Alien number 3, Ultimate Wolverine number 2, Uncanny X-Men number 10, The New Gods number 3, and G.I. Joe number 4. What is this? Some kind of Marvel podcast?
Whoa, 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 hey. Can't have those allegations anymore.
Careful.
And because of that, I'm going to tell you I'm most excited for New Gods. I'm going to pick a DC book here. I don't know. I just really like this New God stuff. What this team is doing is kind of blowing my mind. And Cale, have you even been able to talk about it yet on the show?
Ooh,
No, it's going to be Cale's first
I don't
foray
think
into Ron
so.
V's.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
and I've got some bombs to drop. Let me tell you, because I've been reading
Fourth
the
wall.
omnibus for my Patreon newsletters. So
Oh,
this is all very contemporary for me.
You have the
And,
archaeology now.
Yeah. Fucking Indiana Jonesing over here.
Have you had the chance to read the first 2 issues?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Which
Cool.
is saying something.
Pretty
If Cale read during his off time, he wanted to.
I bought the first issue. I feel like I read the second issue, but I don't know how I did. So that's to be determined. But yes.
Awesome. So I mean, I can't wait to hear your thoughts about it then.
It's New Guys number 3, easy pick of the week for me. Pick of the month, probably.
Preemptively making this call. What are you, Metron?
Nice.
They call
Calling
me
it.
Babe Metron Ruth. Calling my shot.
Could have just been Kale.
Speaking of calling shots, I will call my shot because I think Avengers vs. Aliens number 3 is going to knock my socks off. The way that the first 2 issues have has been excellent. You know, this is one of those times where I don't mind the wait. I don't mind the $7.99 price tag because I know that what I'm going to get from Asad Rabich and Jonathan Hickman is going to be worth every dollar and every day.
Remember we could go to the movies and see a movie for you could see Alien versus Predators for $7.99 probably.
Dude, I saw fucking Jason versus Freddy for probably less than that at my local theater when it still existed.
Yep.
I'm right there with you, Sean. I think that's going to be I think it has been my pick for the past, the same past 2 issues. I'm hopeful for G.I. Joe though. I've been liking this series. I've been liking the direction. Let's keep, go Joe.
G.I. Joe is a solid contender that's always in the running as like it could possibly just like boom, hit us real hard. It's always a sleeper. But I mean, you are part of the race that created the aliens, right, Marco? You're one of the engineers, so
That's
it would
right,
be great to see the representation matters in comics. And I'm glad Marco's finally getting some.
I can see myself in them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the Ecuadorians that they made. They made the aliens.
No. We just housed where the vault was. That's all it was.
it was right next to that stand selling fried guinea pig.
That's right. Yeah.
So I just bought the Power Fantasy Volume 1 in trade for £8.
Beautiful.
Don't think about that currency. Just listen to the numbers. Alien versus Avengers number 3 is $6.35
Damn.
in pound.
It sounds like you got a lot of pages if it weighs that much.
That's rough. Well, speaking of the Power Fantasy, that is a book, issue 6, that is a book that is available for you guys to vote to be added to the show via youtube.com/the comics pals under the post tab. You can go there, cast your vote. The Power Fantasy number 6, that's the beginning of the second arc of that book. So if you've been caught up, this is where you can continue to read that. Weapon X-Men number 1 is also dropping. Doom Academy number 1 and Zatanna number 1. Now the Gooners are winning right now, okay? Zatanna number 1, 50% of the vote. You guys want it. But that can change. It's possible.
Is it Gooners or people just really like Jamal Campbell?
That's what
Well,
it is.
I think it's a three-pronged situation. It's people who really like Jamal Campbell, right? It's people who really like Zatanna as a character,
Me.
and it's people who really like Zatanna.
And
Me.
4,
I had my burners on that one.
Zatanna can three-prong me. I mean,
whoa, whoa.
never,
Speaking
never,
of,
never pegged you for that type, Cale.
well, speaking of 3-prong, Batman Superman World's Finest got the man with the trident, Aquaman, teaming up with Swamp Thing to fight the Floronic Man. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Marco, are we looking at the League of Comic Geeks breakdown for this week of comics? Is that
My
what we're
man-
doing?
We might
my
just
man's,
be.
my man's out here using transition techniques in the year 3000.
My head almost exploded.
I tried saving you, Marco. There, I tried. But
Damn.
Nah, but you know what, Marco? I'm gonna give you that, bro. A for effort,
I'm
dude.
trying to move us along.
it's not like we
feel
have
you,
a
bro.
guy that does that on the show or anything. Marco wants to keep the flow going, much like the flow of this Aquaman-led World's Finest story.
I'm just hyped for the for that team up. I haven't seen them in particular, Aquaman and Swamp Thing, since New 52. Back like the Aquaman stuff, 20 in like the 20s. I don't even remember if Jeff was still on that, but it's been a minute. I love to see them. Let's keep going. Let's keep that that momentum. And you're fighting the Floronic Man? Hell yeah!
Yeah, dude, I read 35. I'm up to date on this, and it's like this weird like multi-Atlantean civilizations having this kind of like almost like a Cuban Missile Crisis, like in this underwater setting. And at the very end, it's revealed that the person kind of doing this is the Veronica Man. And I was like, yo, what? The dude could
Hell yeah.
swim? I guess it's just like kelp. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But
Why
yeah, I
not?
was like, ooh, hell yeah, let's go for it. A lot of Swamp Thing lately in comics. It's kind of like a
wonder
side
why.
character showing up, or a lot less once we get to Justice
It's almost like there's a movie coming out with it.
I
there
know,
or
yeah.
something.
Look at the synergy.
So I wanna call out Nightwing. And I know I did that last month, but I have to because I need you guys to understand that I did not care one lick about Tom Taylor's run, and I have never read a Nightwing run prior to that. So this is not a character that I have a deep affinity for when it comes to solo series. That being said, this book is fire. I love this comic. I think we're 4 issues deep into the new
Yeah.
era. Dan
Yep.
Waters on the words, and boy oh boy. And it's like I like Dan Waters. Dan Waters is good, but this is the best Dan Waters that I have seen. And it's got Dexter Soy. Like it's a perfect combination. I'm loving this book. And it's like now all of a sudden I care. So I just want people to know like you should buy this comic.
So I still have this as a subscription on Comixology, so I've yet to read. I've yet to catch up to a couple of these, but I want to this weekend because I've been hearing good things. I wasn't sure about the creative change, but Dan Waters has never just like hit for me. But off of that, Sean, I think I want to give that a shot.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Nightwing and Dick Grayson, Batman and Robin #5 comes out this week. Very excited about that. I think that was my book of the year last year.
It sure was.
This book has no right being as good as it is. It's Mark Waid planting the dynamic duos first year together on the streets and making just a really good modern epic of it.
Talk about the cover.
Clayface. It's Clayface on the cover. And something that stands out to me about this, if I'm correct, in Nightwing year 1, Batman and Nightwing fight Clayface in a sewer, very similar to this cover. So I'm very curious to see what ties that's going to have, if any.
Clayface. It's almost like they have a movie coming up.
Huh?
Huh.
Oh no.
How many times do you think we'll do that in this video?
Until once we see Sergeant Rock show up, we're doing the joke again.
Great.
I just wanted to really quickly say this is maybe the best cover I've seen this year. This cover is insane to me. Like Batman reaching through the grate towards Robin, and they're just like Clayface is half of Batman's face, and he's keeping them from each other. I just love that cover.
Should say also, the art on this is Chris Samney, with colors by Matt Lopez, and the lettering is Clayton Cowles.
Hell yeah. Now I wanted to ask Tyler a question.
Yes.
What is happening in Wonder Woman? How's it going?
I'm behind an issue, but it's still good. It's this issue. Wonder Woman's finally back into the mix. The previous one was about the super girls, like her, Yara, and the others.
Wonder Girls.
Wonder Girls, yeah. And this is Wonder Woman has given quote unquote birth, and now she's joining the fight again. And the fight is coming to Grail. Grail's being deployed again. So this is Cheetah and Wonder Woman teaming up against Grail in this issue. That's, on paper, that's enough to sell me. And I think it might have worked on Sean too. Sean's like, a Detective Chimp issue? No, thank you.
Don't do it.
Grail?
Don't do it. You'll regret it. Don't do it.
This one's Daniel Samper on art as well.
Nice.
Don't do it.
Well, there's nothing more to say. Like, how do I not buy that?
Simple.
Rail,
Easy.
Daniel Samper, Cheetah.
Easy. Do what I do. Don't do it.
Watch Pals Pulse to find out if I have the willpower.
That's true. Also, it's a good cover too. Like, I like that purple. It's very calming. It's like lavender scented pillow spray.
Don't think that's the vibe they're going for.
No, it's what reminds me of. Can I shout out Daredevil? Daredevil 18. This continues the run that I'm ringing it up. I had it up.
Solomon Ahmed?
Yeah, this is Solomon Ahmed's run. I don't know who's on the art. Oh, Aaron Cooter is returning for this issue. And this is still dealing with Daredevil coming back from hell in Chip Zdarsky's run, and bringing the 7 deadly sins with him in demon form. And they've been inhabiting different aspects of his life, and infecting people who represent that aspect. In the current story, the demon of wrath is who he's dealing with, which is proving to be really tough for him because it's inhabited a young boy he's been trying to keep care of, this orphan that lives in this church, and it's really showing the flaws that Matt Murdock has as a person, and then turning those flaws into punchable things, which I thought was pretty good. It's really high on the he cannot be a soldier of God anymore because he's failed a lot. It's not my favorite Daredevil run, but now that I'm fully caught up on it, I've learned to like it a lot more than I did when it initially started. I think it's finally kind of gotten its legs, and we're really entrenched in this thematic thing with the 7 deadly sins. That I think it's been pretty interesting. So I just wanted to give that a quick shout out. I don't think we've talked about it on the show since ever.
Since ever, yeah. I wanted to rap about Exceptional X-Men #6. For me, this is my second favorite X book right now. I really love Uncanny. But this is second, and I never would have expected that I would feel that way. This was one of those team up books that I was like, this doesn't feel like we need this. Like, why do we need this? But Eve Ewing is showing us why we need it. It's been excellent. It's the only book where it's one of 2 books where you can see some of the younger mutants, but this is the one that's focusing on new young mutants, with Kitty Pryde in the mix and Emma Frost. I've really enjoyed the dynamic. The characters are really compelling. I wouldn't say that there's a ton of forward momentum as far as like a plot goes, but that's with all these X books. Just in terms of character work, I'm really digging what's been happening in this, and the Carmen Carnero art does not hurt. I love this comic.
Nice. I have to catch up on issue 5, this last past issue, but with this coming out this week, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Because, yeah, agreed. I think it's been a strong showing.
This is the Kitty Pryde one.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's been good.
It really is kind of a slice of life almost book.
In a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keeping with the Marvel theme, I wanted to shout out Doom Academy. Since we started One World Under Doom, we just had one of the latest issues of Fantastic Four. I've really been liking the introduction of this, and so this being a tie-in, I want to inundate myself a little bit more. The cover, Pablo Villalobos, definitely caught my eye. This is being written by Mackenzie Cadenhead, art by Pascal Ferry. So really strong team, at least from the art side. And yeah, I just want to learn more. I want to see what the repercussions are, what is going on, and this just seems to be, correct me if I'm wrong, but a continuation or taking homage from Strange Academy, Tyler.
It's a continuation. There's a clear plot point through Blood Hunt, actually,
Okay.
that continues
Yeah.
this. Yeah, all these characters are still relevant. Yeah, I think one of them's like the representation of the Darkhold in child form now too. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for this. This event and the build up and everything leading up to it has excited me for other books.
I wanted to ask because I know that at least Marco had interest in continuing with Laura Kinney Wolverine. I believe it was Marco that had said that, or maybe it was Tyler. Did either of you read issue 2? Because issue 3 is dropping this week.
Issue 2 that I dropped it. I dropped it after issue 1. Yeah, I just have a lot to read. Covers are nice, and I know it's dealing with Daredevil, but yeah, I had to drop it. It has to have to cut a line somewhere.
Yeah, same. If you want to hear number 3, Alien Paradiso, really liking that book. Blood, gore, action, alien. That's me.
Now it's interesting because there's this book, right? But then there's also Daredevil Unleash Hell, which is dropping its second issue this week, which is also written by Erica Schultz. Now I have an edict, no red bands anymore, so I'm not allowed to read this book because it only releases in red band form. But I'm really curious to see what Erica Schultz is doing with Elektra Daredevil. But I can't.
Erica Schultz has been kind of living in that Elektra Daredevil realm for a while now, even outside of Lauren Kinney. She's been writing her since Gang War, I believe.
Yeah.
So this is kind of her character at this point. Maybe Bean can Bean check this out? Your cousin?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. I'm just making
He'd have to shell out for issue 1 too.
Yeah.
All Bartleys are cut off from the red bands.
Wow. Well,
He's a
it's
Sartley.
it's a Sartley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. It's not Bean Bartley. Wait, it's your cousin.
Yeah.
No showing behind the kimono here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Okay, I just wanted to make another call out here. I wanted to talk about where is it? Where is she? Where is my girl? Jenny Sparks, number 7.
Have you been reading that?
Not only have I been reading it, I am loving it.
No.
I think it is really interesting.
What the hell?
So Jenny Sparks, I don't think I think I had to miss the episode where he talked about it, so I didn't get to speak my mind about this. But this is the final issue, which is weird for issue 7 to be the final, but whatever.
Yeah.
I caught up the other day. I read like a good 5 issues in a row. I really like it. It's Jenny Sparks kind of. Every issue is bookended by a pretty monumental point in this century, because she's the century girl. We had one issue where the bookend is the killing of Osama bin Laden, and then that dealing like how Jenny's reaction and the overall sentiment of the country from that compared to Jenny having to then go to this bar where Captain Atom has these people on hostage. They're still hostage this entire time. And the idea of somebody, of, I guess, trying to, Captain Atom kills Superman in this as well, kills the entire Justice League. And the idea of like, how does she handle that? One issue deals with the 2016 election. One issue, the most recent one, actually dealt with COVID. It starts with, Jenny screaming at Superman through masks. Like, why can't you fix this?
Oh my god.
And her having to come to terms with that, and then having to come to terms with like, can she fix Captain Atom? It's not everything can be solved via punches, and some things are not fixable, and some things we have to deal with. It is a very Tom King book. Blemishes and all.
Just glad he's out here having fun,
Blemishes and all, but I think I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's probably nobody else's bag here, but I'm enjoying it.
Oh, you're convincing me, dude. Oh.
I think it would be an interesting trade read for sure.
I'll wait for it to drop on the app.
Yeah.
I'll mark it.
Sounds like
How
a
do I-
wise choice.
Yeah.
Tyler, any interest in Thunderbolts Doomstrike?
I'm always interested in Thunderbolts, my dude. One of those properties I will read whatever. This is Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing continuing
Yeah.
their Thunderbolts stuff where they there was like a recent Thunderbolts relaunch with Winter Soldier leading it. And this is just that set in one world under Doom. Sure. You put Songbird in a book, I'm reading it. You put Moonstone in a book, I'm reading it twice. So this is doing it.
I'll be buying this, I think. Even though I haven't been connected to the Thunderbolts of late.
And like
It's
also,
a tie-in.
what the hell is a Doom Strike? That sounds dumb, stupid fun.
Hell yeah. The fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm in.
I know lightning strikes, that's a Thunderbolts thing, but what's a Doom Strike? That's not even real.
Speaking of things that sound stupid fun and aren't real, a book I wouldn't normally call out, but sounds way up my alley. Godzilla Heist #1 comes out this week. And I have been spoiled with Godzilla films in the fact that we got Godzilla -1, which is a straight war film, and Shin Godzilla, which is a government bureaucracy film. Godzilla for me can't just be monsters destroying things, but this book is it seems to be built on the premise of what if you could predict when and where Godzilla would appear. Jai is a young man who knows two things: a heist needs a good distraction, and there's no better distraction than Godzilla. So when Jai discovers Godzilla responds to specific energy signals and that can be sent into the atmosphere, he creates an opportunity to stage a high-profile heist in the middle of Godzilla attacks.
No way.
Cool.
It's written by
Damn.
Van Jensen too, who I've typically liked some of Van Jensen's work. Yeah.
Yeah, Van Jensen and art by Kelsey Ramsey. I'll give this a shot. Hell yeah.
That sounds
Pretty
cool.
cool. I've been getting in my Godzilla bag lately because of -1, which I thought was excellent,
Oh,
and then
Yeah.
there's a really great IDW Godzilla comic book coming out right now. Not this one. I forget the creative team. I shouted it out. But it's got like Hell. What's his name? Fucking Van Helsing. Is that his name? Is that a character?
Godzilla something theater, right?
Yes, Godzilla Monster Theater.
Monster
I think
Theater,
it's
yeah.
called. It's really great.
Van Helsing, the Dracula hunter?
Yeah, it has like all these fictional characters in it, and they're working together,
Yeah.
kind of, sort of, to stop Godzilla. And it shouldn't work, but it's fucking brilliant.
I'm
It's
surprised
right
you
up
don't,
your
you don't
alley,
know
Cal.
about this, Cal, because the first issue was like him
Okay.
with like Moby Dick and Captain Ahab, and then one of them, the most recent one was like Universal Monsters.
Tom Scioli?
Tom Scioli.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, Masterpiece Theater. Yeah, first one apparently Godzilla versus Gatsby. Short Gatsby illusion there.
It's
That's
bugged
okay.
out. And it's
All right.
not my thing. It shouldn't be my thing, but I fucking loved it.
I wanted to call out another issue 1 coming out next week, and that's the Herculoids #1. You guys Herculoids fans?
Yeah.
I know of them, but
Gleep and Glop? No?
Yep.
I mean, I think Cale and I are in the same boat. This is from Dynamite doing more of their like Hanna-Barbera Space Ghost kind of properties here. This is Herculoids. This is stuff that was designed. I talked about Bravo for Adventure.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm losing names today. That's Alex Toth. So designed by Alex Toth, and it's the giant rock monkey man. I forget his name. But this is another #1 dealing with that world, and this looks like not a grimdark rendition of it, but like in the same way Space Ghost was like a more modern retelling of that. This is Herculoids.
Yo,
Takes itself seriously.
I actually used to love this shit. I just looked
Yeah.
at the cover. This was my shit. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, I was surprised when you didn't recognize, but yeah, I knew you would recognize the characters. Gleep and Glop look weird on this cover, man. They look like
Yeah.
the thing that was in RFK's head.
That's hype. The last thing I wanted to call out is also a new #1. This is a Dark Horse comic
Ah, yeah.
from James Tynion. James Tynion, Steve Fox, Piotr Kowalski. It's called Let This One Be a Devil. In the early 1900s, Henry Naughton returns home to the family farm in the swampy pine barrens of South New Jersey. One night, he encounters a strange predator stalking the woods. This sends the young scholar on a research project that uncovers the legend of Mother Leeds and the terrible birth of the Jersey Devil in 1735. Look, you don't need much sell on this. James Tynion is the king of horror in comics. He's doing another comic. He's teaming up with Steve Fox, who's trying to get a higher profile. This is perfect. I can't wait to check this out.
Yeah, and a new Tiny Onion book, so gotta be good.
Hell yeah. Uh, if we're all ready to move forward, I would love to put the spotlight on Cale, who wanted to share some words about a book this week.
Sure. So, y'all, I was gone for a long time, but I didn't stop. I don't stop. I read a manga called The Summer Hikaru Died.
Ooh, I've heard of this.
Yeah, so it's coming out as a anime soon. I was recommended it by a friend, and I took the shot, and it's weird. It's weird. It's let me say who it's by. It's Moku Mokuren.
Son.
Singular creator, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But it's all about it's from the perspective of a young man, you know, in school or whatever, and his best friend growing up is suddenly replaced by something. Looks the same, acts the same, sounds the same, but it's not him. And like there's a weird things start happening in their mountain village. You know, there's an eerie presence in the forest that suddenly Hikaru opens his chest and swallows.
Whoa.
It's a weird book that deals with when you know something is wrong, but you can't prove it to anybody and you can't put your finger on it. Um, it seems like there's also something a little bit deeper for our protagonist, uh, whose name I can't remember, Yoshiki. There's something a little bit deeper there for him as well, but this is just the first volume. I really enjoy it. The art is very very good. It creates a wide open space that feels tight, and it feels claustrophobic all at the same time. And it the eeriness of these sort of country bumpkins like interacting in a way that's just not right is unsettling in just the perfect way. It's a really great book.
Nice.
Yeah, the anime is coming out to Netflix in quarter 3 of this year.
Oh
I
yeah.
just got rid of Netflix. Dang it.
What was that called again?
The Summer Hikaru Died.
It's a
replacement
horror
idea.
slice of life book. Interesting.
Yeah. Nice.
Ah, nice. That Peach Momoko Ultimate X-Men style bag.
Better.
Well, there you go. You'll be able to read it. You can read it, or you can watch the Netflix debut of the series when it comes. Cale, thank you for sharing that. Thank you all for listening to us. We appreciate you watching. Keep watching. We will be back with you Thursday for Pals Pulls. That's where we're going to talk about the books that we teased earlier in the show. So make sure you show up to hear our thoughts on those books. And in the comments, leave us some recommendations. What are you pulling this week? What are you excited about? What did we overlook? Let us know. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Until then, take care, guys.
See you next week.